All right. So for the diabetic wanting to learn to use the Libre 3, right? So I put the new one on this arm and activated it, but I forgot to take the other one off. So when you do go to take the other one off, it's just a matter of just grabbing it, and it leaves, I guess you could say, a little pinhole or whatever, a little adhesive. I know I got that big light behind me, but that's what it looks like. That's the size of the needle that goes in there. And you can, put it back on the same, and then you just toss it. If you have a container that you toss them in, so be it. I just toss mine in the trash can. Sometimes I have a container that I toss stuff in, but it just depends on where I'm sitting. But sometimes I'm out when I take it off. So, and one of the other things that I wanted to mention about it. So, I think I've only had it happen once, but I bumped a wall, and I bumped it hard enough to where it kind of scraped it and pulled it off. Now I've bumped the wall several times easily, and it doesn't do that. You can also take a shower with it, and it doesn't seem to affect it at all. You can wash over it and rinse the water over it, and I've done it a million times, and it's always fine. After I knocked it off the arm the one time, I went on Amazon and I found some armbands. And I bought an armband that you can put on there. You need to measure your arm to make sure you get the right size and stuff like that, and put it on. And it's got like a little rubber at the top and the bottom, and you put it over it. And that'll help if you bump a wall, if you're willing to wear it all the time, which I did at first. But you're not supposed to take a shower with the armband on. So I'll take a shower, I'll take the armband off, and then I'll forget to put it back on. So, when I remember, I wear it, and I think right now it's downstairs, and the whole downstairs has been painted, and I can't even go back down there for a couple of days. So I'm just going to have to wait before I can get that again, and maybe I'll show it to you another time, but you get the gist. It's an armband that would cover it up, and it fits not super tight, but tight enough as long as you measure your arm properly. So you can wear it in the shower. That's how you take it off. It connects to your phone through Bluetooth. So you always need to be close to your phone, right? If you get too far away from your phone, it will disconnect, and it'll show you that it's, disconnected the next time you're close to your phone. But as soon as you get close enough, it'll reconnect again. And then it'll show a little space in your graph, where you were at. It's kind of no big deal, but for me, I keep my phone on me all the time, so it's typically not an issue. There was one other thing I was going to mention, and I'm old and I've now forgotten. Sorry about that big light behind you. Hang tight. So the other thing is it's a Bluetooth device that stays connected to your phone, but it stays connected all the time as long as you're within the range of your phone. So you can connect another Bluetooth device, and it won't interact with that. There's actually several items out there. There's like scales, and I've actually got a measuring armband that's Bluetooth, and a couple other certain types of devices that I connect to my phone through Bluetooth. They stay connected all the time. They work all the time as long as your phone is within range. And those do not become disconnected when you hook up a listening device. So it works well for that as well. Once you connect it, you should be good to go as long as you keep your phone close enough to you. If you look over on the side, and again, I'll try to show it in a video, I guess, at another time. But there's the three little bars at the top. You press those down, and it gives you a bunch of options. And like I said, you can test your whatever your 3-month is. Again, I still can't remember the daggone name of that right now. Everybody else, I'm sure, knows what I'm talking about. But entering notes. So there's 2 different ways to enter your notes. Like when the screen comes up and it shows you your little graph, it'll just give you down at the bottom. It'll say add note. You can just add a note right there. When you hit add note, it'll pop up some options. Insulin, 2 different types of insulin actually. Are you going to enter food? You can enter the amount of carbs and stuff like that. At first I tried to keep up with the carb count, It's just too much. So what I just decided to do is whenever I eat something, I just put it in there, and I just put in there what I ate, and I try to remember everything and just add it to the notes. There's a few items that I've gone online and I've copied, what I've eaten, and it's in there consistently. So it actually gives the carbs and the calories and the fat and all that other kind of stuff. So I just copy and paste that every time I do eat those. But when I'm out, instead of trying to research, which I've tried to do, for what I'm eating and how many carbs and all that kind of stuff, I've just given up on that. I put in there, this is where I'm eating, this is what I ate, and then, that way it's in there. When it comes to entering insulin, I have 3 different types of insulin that I take: a weekly, a daily, and a fast acting. So there's only 2 options to put in insulin. So I actually, and then I have all my other medications that I take as well. So I have it in my note. I have notes that I've put together for the amount of stuff that I put in there. Now, sometimes I will change my daily insulin, and sometimes I do fast acting, and sometimes I don't. So I just kind of write those in instead of worrying about putting them in the amount that I've done. I can share this information with my doctor, which I do. So once I've done that, every time I have a doctor's appointment, they can just pull up my stuff and they can see it, everything that I've been doing. And it's helpful because it lets them know what I'm eating, how much insulin I'm taking, how it's working, and when it's working, and things like that. And it's actually been pretty helpful. You can also share this information with friends and family, or whoever you want to, I guess. I sent it to my wife, I've sent it to my mom, and they've both figured out how to put it in, and so they can see what's going on with me. Not everybody probably wants to know what's going on with you, but maybe there's some people that do, that care and want to know how it all works on their end. Can they see all the notes and everything? I'm not sure yet because I haven't confirmed that, because I've just recently done some of that, but we'll find out. Maybe do a video on it later if necessary. But you can share that information. So it's just, I guess it's kind of nice to be able to do that. And if there's somebody that's really concerned about you and wants to know what's going on with you, so they can get on you every so often, if they want that information, you can share it with them if you choose to. So it's a very handy way to keep track of your blood sugar. Obviously, you do not have to prick your fingers every day, 15 times a day anymore. It constantly shows you where you're at. It shows you where you were at throughout the night. I've kind of learned that for some reason my blood sugar gets kind of stagnant at night, but then when I wake up and start moving, even before I eat or anything or do anything, it'll actually start going up. Not sure why that is. It's almost like maybe you're shaking up your system, and it's like if you're shaking up a juice, everything's kind of getting back where it's supposed to be, and makes it raise up. Not for long, it'll go up and then it'll start going back down until I do eat something or whatever. But it's just a very, very good tool to keep track of your blood sugar, to help you manage it better. You still got to do the right stuff. You got to eat right, do your exercise and all that, which I'm not there yet. But I'm sure when I start, this is going to, especially the exercise, I've tried to start eating better, obviously, with the fruit. I've started kind of adding salads in a little bit more. I try not to eat as bad as I used to. I don't drink sodas anymore. 90% of the time I drink water all day, at every meal, at every, all the time. Every once in a while, I'll have something I shouldn't, but last night I did that. I actually had some pizza, and I actually had a chocolate shake, and definitely sugar shot up throughout the night, stayed up all night, and I could tell the difference this morning. I didn't feel spectacular, so, but I took Novolog this morning, which is the fast acting, and it did start bringing it down pretty quick. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. I know I kind of run on, but I just want to not forget everything, and this was a spontaneous video that I'm doing on the spot. It's just been something that's been on my mind to want to do, and I wanted to get it done and get it out there for you. So, especially my mom, because she's been struggling with this for a long time, and she still pricks her finger a million times a day and struggles with it. So I'm hoping that she can get this device, and it'll definitely take some stress off, and let her know where she's at, wherever she's at, whenever, as long as she keeps her phone by her. So, and then the whole fruit thing, keeping that fruit with you is, I'm telling you, it's helpful. The right kind of fruit. Blueberries seem to be really good. Grapes make me go high, but only for a small period of time. They go high and then they seem to go back down pretty quickly when I've just eaten a portion of them. The other fruit, the strawberries, the mango, blueberry mix, they don't seem to really raise my sugar up too bad. I guess another really good mix is strawberries, blackberries, and blueberries. And if you've got a sweet tooth, that stuff helps. I really don't crave normal junk food very often anymore. Every so often I'll want to have, like, some chocolate chip cookies or peanut butter cookies, or like last night I had a chocolate shake, but I mean, it's very rare and I really don't crave them anymore because I just eat a lot of the fruit. So, and then here's what I will say about eating the fruit, especially with grapes and blueberries, probably some of the other ones too, but if they have a skin, that stuff gets between your teeth and it is tough to get out. So having a good brushing routine will be helpful too. I've got the water pick, and I'm telling you, because I've never been a good flosser, but I do the water pick pretty consistently now. And, it's not, and they make mobile ones. I have mobile ones. I have the kind that, you pretty much need to keep at the house. The mobile ones aren't great for if you have to turn it upside down, especially to get the back of your bottom teeth. You can get the top of your teeth in the back. You can get the top of your teeth in the front. You can get the top of your teeth on the bottom, but the back, when you turn it upside down, doesn't always work the greatest. But the stationary one that has a tube connected to the brush, that one's fine for turning around and doing it. So I just make sure I do that one as much as possible. But I also have the mobile ones that I can, they're wireless, that you can just kind of put them wherever, and they're all about the same amount of power, it seems like. So they work great. You need to do that often if you're going to eat a lot of this type of fruit, because that stuff will get in between your teeth, and it's sugary, so it's easy to cause cavities. So definitely want to keep your teeth cleaned. So anyway, I guess that's it for now. Hope this was helpful. I know it was a lot of run on, but I just don't want to leave nothing out. And I guess that's it for now. So see ya. Mr. Gadget Guy out.